Down close range meta is busted. In this video, I'm going to be going through and telling y'all all the best weapons and the best loadouts and attachments and showing you the best way to build your gun. So I'm going to be explaining a loadout a lot of y'all might not be expecting at the very end of the video, so make sure y'all stay tuned for that. As well, make sure y'all subscribe and turn on notifications to join the GUI gang. I've been dropping a lot of videos recently. Make sure y'all stay tuned for all the meta updates. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, so if y'all have any other guns you might want to recommend me that y'all feel like is kind of in the top tier meta of town, make sure y'all tell me in the comments below. Appreciate all y'all who commented on the last video. As well, this is all going to be in my opinion, so if I include anything a little that seems weird, it's my opinion, or maybe I just thought about it wrong. Like I said, tell me in the comments. Something else I want to mention is that I'm going to be picking the attachments based on what I think would be the best for the gun, but really, as long as you use any of these grips, any laser, and any of the compensator type muzzles, I think you're really going to be fine. It's again what I think is best, but you also just have to build your loadout like you want to build it and build it for you. Maybe there are some better grips out there. I think this is a decent starting point though, across the board. So we're going to start off with the MK. I have organized from the fastest torso time to kill at the first damage range. So MK is going to be the fastest, 2-shot to the torso. I'd run SLR, help with that horizontal. Folding grip because it's kind of a middle ground between the ergo and then a lighter grip like the RSB or RK. Gun has a lot of recoil, so I'd probably go with this. Could go ergo. The gun's going to be really heavy though, and then it defeats the purpose of using it compared to the SCAR. From my understanding, the SCAR is a bit better compared to the MK. MK does have clean iron sights, so you could skip on a reflex sight. To me, that would be the best option because if you're using the MK, you're trying to keep it low weight. You could go with the SCAR. SCAR is going to be very slow, heavy. I believe the reload speed is slower. Equip speed is the same. I would run SLR, again, help with that horizontal recoil. Then folding grip. You could run ergo because the gun's going to be heavy anyway, so it doesn't, to me, make a huge difference. Folding grip is going to help you with that horizontal recoil more, which to me is more of a priority. But then you have the reflex sight. I would definitely recommend this because the iron sights on the SCAR are pretty iffy. You're going to see a lot of the visual kickback. The SCAR is going to have a lower recoil compared to the MK, but it's going to be slower. Still essentially the same TTK, very slightly slower by 20 fire rate, but you're really not going to notice the difference in game. As well, this is how the MK is going to shoot. A little bit higher on the recoil side. That's how it is when you're using one of those guns. So next I have AKIMBOs. I think AKIMBOs, once you're in that very close point blank range, maybe here, I honestly wouldn't say too much farther. They have a very fast time to kill because they're using 2 guns. I don't know if the MAC-10s are the fastest in the entire AKIMBO category, but they're definitely at the higher end. I wouldn't say there's many guns faster than them, especially at the automatic. I would run TAA. Basically, the entire thing, loadout, is that you're trying to increase accuracy as much as possible because accuracy is very rough on these type of guns, at least on the MAC-10 particularly. So TAA, 50% accuracy. Then we're running aim grip for another 50%. Then the extended stock and the green laser as well up there. So decent overall. Into AKIMBO, make sure you have press the 2 guns, ADS, and then press C. So next we have the ASVAL. ASVAL is really solid, really simple loadout. You go reflex sight or nothing. Accuracy is already very good, so you don't need nothing like that. Very fast fire rate, solid damage. I believe it's like 30 something. And then yeah, it's a really simple basic gun. The recoil is a little bit high for what it is, but the time to kill is still pretty solid with it and very fast killing. And then if you miss shots, it's got that fast fire rate to make up for that. Do know, so each time you miss a shot, the time to kill is going up and up and up, but the faster the fire rate, the less the time to kill goes up for each missed shot. So the faster the fire rate, the worse aim you can have, basically. Then here is the Honey Badger. So what's special about the Honey Badger is that the torso multiplier is essentially the same as the limb multiplier. So if you're missing shots and you're hitting limb shots, the time to kill isn't really going to change very much. So it's okay to be inaccurate with this gun. That's kind of what makes it special in my opinion. Also, fast fire rate, decent damage for what it is, but that limb and torso multiplier to me is what makes the gun special. So I wouldn't need a laser. I would say reflex to the iron sights are pretty bad. And then for the grip, I say you have the most options here because you can run folding, RSB, or RK to me. You could go ergo if you really wanted to help with that vertical recoil, but to me, these would be best. The gun's recoil isn't too bad until you get to that horizontal, so that's why I said you could kind of be a little more free here in terms of the grip you use. Make sure you're focusing on the horizontal though, because it starts pretty high. The recoil isn't too bad to control as long as you keep it in those close ranges and watch your vertical recoil and adjust. But overall, solid gun. If you're not as accurate, I would definitely recommend skipping the MK or the SCAR and usually maybe going something for like the AKIMBOs or Honey Badger, or like I'm about to go over, the PP2000. So this gun is special to me anyway, because the weight is very fast, but the time to kill is still pretty quick for what it is with a decent fire rate. So I would go compensator, maybe SLR. I gotta look at this gun a little more, to be honest. Iron sights to me aren't that good. The top part is clean, but you got the huge like black kind of stock bit at the bottom, and that's just blocking your vision more than you need it to be. So I would probably go reflex. You're gonna see how much cleaner that is. A lot more vision. Pretty clean recoil, not hard to control. You're also getting 40 bullets with this. So for fighting multiple targets, this is a very good gun to use. Super lightweight with still a really good time to kill. Even if you're not sprinting, it's still pretty good and could mess up your target's aim if you catch them at the right time. Overall, all these guns are pretty good. If you have good aim, maybe MK, SCAR, Honey Badger, or I'm sorry, not Honey Badger, ASVAL. If you want to spray more and you know your shots aren't the best, maybe Mag 10, Honey Badger, PP2000. I've been using the Honey Badger personally. I haven't used a lot of the other guns. Messed with the MK a little bit. Personally not my favorite, but a lot of people really like it. And SCAR or MK are definitely at the top of the meta. Though really at the end of the day, the sound meta doesn't matter that much. The time to kill across every gun is very, very small. Every gun kills within milliseconds, and every gun kills really fast. So it's not gonna matter a total huge much. These guns are just gonna stand out from the rest a little bit to me. But really at the end of the day, you just gotta use what's fun for you. Town, most people don't even run meta weapons anyway. So to me, they don't matter a whole lot. Use what's fun for you. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Hopefully helped y'all out. And maybe they're going to make your loadouts a little bit better. Stay gooey. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.